the third scenario is called the Minimax regression rule. So I repeat, just now I explained to you what it is meaning here is that you try to minimize the feeling of regret. You do not want to regret of the making the wrong decision. Okay, so we want to minimize it. So regret basically is actually the opportunity loss through the making the wrong decision. And when you want to make a decision based on this mini-max regret rule, so what you want to do is minimizing the maximum potential regret for any possible outcome. Okay, so for example, let's say your friend dating you, okay, to go to 2 or 3 these are different places for tour. Okay, so and you are asked to choose only one out of 3, and then you want to minimize the feeling of regret, which is opportunity cost. So you have to calculate which particular tour will give you the minimum regression feeling if you're making the wrong decision. Okay, so that is the examples of how are we going to make the decision. Okay, now I have give you an example here. Let's say suppose the budgeted demand for a product X is will be the 11,500 unit. So there's demand for this product X. Now, if the price is at 10, you set at 10, then demand is 11,500. Okay. Let's say you set the price at 12, then the demand is 8,500 units. Let's say you set a bit higher price, 14. You set a 14 per unit. The demand is dropped to 5,000. So now you have been given the 3 options. Are you going to set the X products 10, 12, or 14? Okay, so you have this option. So choose one, 10, 12, or 14. Okay, then you need to make a decision. So let's say you make a decision based on the minimizing the regression factors, then you try to minimize those opportunity costs. All right, given the variable cost for each product is 4, 5, 6 per unit, okay, especially all the different unit. And the decision need to be made on the price to be charged. Okay. Now let's look at the different variable and charts. Now here is a table that we can show the different type of demand. Okay, it's starting from the demand of 11,500 first. And in this case, if you charge the $10 per unit, the demand is this. And the variable cost is given. Okay, for this dollar per unit, and then the unit contribution is 10 minus 4 equal to 6. Okay, then multiply by the unit demand. Okay, 6 multiplied by the 1,500, then you got the total contribution there. Okay, now same things. Let's say you set $10 against for different the unit of demand. Okay, and then different variable costs you calculate, and the unit costs are there here. All right, so then you are setting the price of 12 for different the variable costs and 14. So now we have 3 type of pricing. Okay, so out of this the 10 here, let's say you set a 10. So the maximum contribution, the maximum contribution it is 69. Okay, 69. Here, 69. Let's say you set at the 12, the maximum. Okay, the contribution is 68. All right, sorry, go back. 68 here. Let's say you set the unit price of 14. The maximum, okay, the total contribution is 50. You see that? Okay, so I repeat, if you set the price at 10, then the maximum contributions is 69. Whereas for the 12 is 68. Then let's say you set at 14, then it's 50. okay, 50,000 in terms of the total contribution. So let's say you are taking the decision rule based on the Maximin, okay, Maximin. So you need to calculate the minimum, okay, contribution. You see, the demand, let's say you set the price at the 10, so the demand is 11,500, right? Then the unit contribution is 4. So the minimum contribution is 46,000 there. Whereas if you set the pricing at 12, the demand is at 8,500. Then the unit contribution is 6. So it means that your minimum contribution is 51,000. So same thing for the 14 this dollar per unit. So and your minimum contribution is 40. Okay. So out of these three pricing, out of these three pricing, if you set at the 12, so that your the contributions is the highest among these three, among this particular three pricing, $10 per unit, $12 per unit, or $14 per unit. So this is a max, you see. So you are maximizing the minimum, okay, return, maximizing the minimum return. All right, so that's why it's worthwhile to set the pricing at 12. You got it? So under this Maximin, maximize the minimum the return. So you choose the pricing at 12. Okay, so let's say you are choosing the Maximax rules here. Maximax rules means you try to maximize the return. Okay, maximize the return. Again, if you are setting the $10 per unit, so the contribution you get is 69. Then if you set at 12, your contribution is 68, and you set at 14, the contributions is 50. So out of these three, 69 is the highest one. So this is the maximum profit that you are going to get here. That's why in this case, if you choose this Maximax, maximizing the return, your selling price should set at number 10, set at $10. And one more, let's say that you are using the Minimax, okay, minimizing the maximum regret here. So this is the this is a different pricing again that you should choose. All right, so let's say in this case, if you are setting the price at 10, right, then the variable cost of 4 is you don't get anything here. And then you set the 10, then variable cost of 5, then you are able to regret 2, and then the 6 variable cost, your total regressions is at 5,000. So the maximum of the regressions or opportunity cost is 5,000 if you set at the this $10 per unit. All right, so let's say you set the price at 12, okay, so then the variable cost of 4, then the 1,000 is the regret, the regressions that you this the getting, okay, and 14, okay, the 14s then your regressions is quite a lot here. So 19,000 for the variable cost of 4, then 5 is 14,000, 11,000. So you can see that 19,000 basically it is your opportunity cost. If you set at 14, then you likely that you will be incurring these regressions or filling here of 19,000. So under this rule, definitely you want to minimize the filling of the regression, right? So which figure that you choose definitely is the lowest one. Okay, so you only let go 1,000. So in this case, your pricing is set. You'll be chosen based on $12 per unit. Okay, because this $12 per unit, you will regret lesser, minimize the maximum regret. Okay, so that is how you make the decisions. You try to minimize the feeling of regression. So what is the amount? Oh, this three pricing. Okay, is a 1,000 only. So if you choose another 14, then most likely you'll be the regret for maximum there. So we do not want to feel guilty or opportunity cost is the 19,000 that we try to minimize it here. Okay. Hope that you understand three different type of these rules. Okay, you have three rules there. So please